No matter what generation you are, you've undoubtedly grown up with a favorite cartoon animal. From dogs and cats to birds and fish, there has been a wide range of cartoon animals to grace our screens. From their outrageous sizes to incredible abilities, their unusual traits are what make these animated creatures so entertaining. Hey guys, welcome to Furry Feline Facts, a perfect catalog of cat stats. In today's video, we're showing you the top 10 popular cartoon cats. Before we dive in, if you're not a follower of Furry Feline Facts, go ahead and click the subscribe and notification bell. If you are, give yourself a round of applause. Cats have made their place as famous and beloved characters. Furry felines are awesome, and doubly so for cartoon cats. In no particular order, let's get this started. Number 10. Auggie. Auggie and the Cockroaches. Auggie's defining attribute is arguably his laziness, eating, and, on a couple of instances, listening to music. He has a red, jelly bean-like nose which can be detachable at times. In one episode, he also uses his nose as a flashlight in dark places. With the gray tummy and a squiggly belly button, this cat looks more like a fluffy teddy bear. Completely a neat freak, he feels compelled to have his residence tidy. Throughout the series, Auggie has chased the cockroach trio innumerable times. Auggie's connection with the cockroaches is far more hate than love, thanks to the bugs' constant pestering. But he has also learned that without them, his life would be very boring. He even uses a tape recorder with their laughter on it and plays their pranks on himself out of boredom. Oh, and if you ever want to call Auggie, dial 33333. Number 9. Dore Raymond. Now how about a cat robot? Dore Raymond is a plump-faced cat robot from the 22nd century who's sent from the future to help a young boy named Nobita, where the story usually ends on a happy note and comes with a subtle moral lesson. Well, guess what? Dore Raymond has a fourth-dimensional pocket on his body which has magical and futuristic gadgets. Kinda wish I had Dore Raymond, or at least the pocket. As we all know how cats enjoy food, Dore Raymond loves to eat dorayaki, a fudge pie, to the point where his mouth waters even when he thinks about them and would fall for any trap that involves this delicious treat. Dore Raymond has other unique characteristics, including his fear of mice, ironic being that he's a cat-type robot. Wait a meowment! Did you know that Dore Raymond has no ears and was originally a yellow cat? He ended sleeping on a beach and woke up to find his ears eaten by a robotic mouse. This depressed him, which resulted in a massive crying episode, which in turn washed away his yellow coat of paint. This tragic incident has been a long-running joke in the series. Number 8. Tigger, Winnie the Pooh. Definitely the most exciting member of Winnie the Pooh's gang, Tigger is almost obnoxiously energetic. With black stripes, a long chin, a springy tail, and his bouncy personality, both literally and figuratively, is one of a kind who eagerly shares his enthusiasm with others, whether they want him to or not. That's the kind of energy we need. Fairly thoughtless, Tigger is somewhat of a troublemaker. In Tigger's words,
"That's what Tiggers do best. Only Tiggers don't climb trees, they bounce them. Come on, let's go."
Tigger notably prides himself on being the only Tigger in existence, which gives him quite an ego, where he's seen bursting into Pooh's home uninvited, claiming he enjoys honey, only to rebuff after actually tasting it and realizing how sticky it is. Rarely ever upset or depressed, Tigger tends to look on the brighter side of a situation. But his phobia of heights renders him incapable of even bouncing. Number 7. Cheshire Cat, Alice in Wonderland. This pink and purple Disney kitty is a favorite of many cartoon cat lovers across the globe. The Cheshire Cat is unique among Wonderland creatures, threatened by no one. It maintains a cool, grinning outsider status. Its mysterious grin is permanently etched on its face, and more often it makes us wonder what's behind it. He also seems capable of detaching his head and tossing it around like a ball, and much worse, he can also stand on it, which is quite a grotesque image if you think of it. But then it's just a cartoon. With its mysterious, dark, and cruel sense of humor, he can also reshape his body, which sometimes amuses or frightens us to death. His famous "We're all mad here" explains a lot about the cat's character. Don't these characters make us smile like Cheshire Cat? Pink Panther, the Pink Panther Show. From the instantly recognizable and infectious theme song to the higher-end humor, this pastel feline is a dominant part of animation history. This heroic, morally minded cat has the habits of an English aristocrat and a lack of tolerance for humans and gadgets. Yet he sure makes the best of the situation, with plenty of hilarious misadventures and outwitting those who annoy him with his clever tricks. The King of Cool, the Pink Panther only speaks in 2 of his films, while the rest of the time he relies on the intelligence of his viewers and the expressiveness of his body and surroundings. Well, action sure does speak louder than words, and cartoons could be smart while still being funny. How about a joke? What did the Pink Panther say when he stepped on an ant? Dead ant, dead ant. I'm pretty sure most of you got it. No? It's the theme song, duh. Number 5. Sylvester the Cat, the Looney Tunes universe. The sworn enemies of cats. If it isn't a mouse, it's a bird. We all know the line.
I thought I saw a putty cat.
Sylvester is a brutal but clumsy predator, being the lazy mouser and an incompetent hunter, catching Tweety in his obsession. Yet, despite his pride and persistence, Sylvester was definitely on the loser side. For the funny part, Sylvester is shown intentionally sticking out his tongue while speaking and spraying people. His famous catchphrase, "Suffering succotash," which is said to be a minced saying for suffering misses. The Tuxedo Cat has died more times than any other character on the Looney Tunes, with his evil plots, yet we can't stop our love for his clumsiness. Number 4. Felix, Felix the Cat. From the silent film era is Felix with a giant grin coupled with the surrealism of the situation. This wonderful cat became the first cartoon to achieve mainstream fame worthy of Charlie Chaplin. Felix put an end to these superstitious beliefs because he had anything but bad luck. While his personality varies, he's generally always portrayed as mischievous. He would solve problems with a touch of mischief with his secret bag of tricks that transforms into a myriad of shapes and functions, and helps him through many dangerous adventures, where he always has the last laugh. Felix had a decidedly adult sensibility, a fondness for speakeasies, and a weakness for whoopee. And also several lives, but luckily he's a cat, so he unquestionably still has many left. This mysterious cat has a special place in the cartoon superstar universe. Number 3. Tomcat, the Tom and Jerry Show. While the name Tom still sits high on the list of popular names for felines, their kind of comedy comes from actions and facial expressions rather than dialogues. Well, most of the time. In the various plots of each short, the focal point of each would center around Tom's many failed attempts to finally capture Jerry. Hey, can an actual cat survive explosions and head smashes? Tom does it all. And this goes without saying, he is one lazy cat. But a reputed playboy and his love for the attractive white cat Toodle went unnoticeable after all the efforts, although he's had other girls before and after Toodles. Oh, and if you're thinking if it was the stereotype of a predatory cat and mouse pairing, no, it wasn't. You never know if Tom was just pretending to hate Jerry so the owner wouldn't replace him with another cat who will probably actually kill him. How cute. Number 2. Simba from The Lion King. Everyone's favorite lion, Simba's story is a bittersweet one. However, one thing is for certain, he was meant to be the Lion King. Throughout the movie, we watch him go from sweet and silly lion cub who pretty much doesn't know anything about the world, excited to become king of the Pride Lands, and even sings about it, "I just can't wait to be king," to a brave king of the Pride Lands. After he enters the Hakuna Matata phase, he's seen chilling with Timon and Pumbaa, enjoying all kinds of freedom from responsibility and crunchy bugs. Simba spent his time mostly envisioning what life would be like with such power and self-esteem. Being so adamant on being brave, Nala goes to a forbidden area of the Pride Land only to get caught by the hyenas, but Mufasa comes to their rescue. Simba has also quoted valuable lessons like, "Look, sometimes bad things happen, and there's nothing you can do about it, so why worry?" Isn't that deep? Later, reclaiming his title as king, it was a pivotal moment. It's an ongoing cycle where he's now his dad's successor and soon his son succeeding him, and so on, forever. Or at least as long as lions are still on the planet, which is hopefully forever. Number 1. Garfield. Garfield and Friends. Of course, the idle lasagna-loving orange tabby tops our list of TV cartoon cats. If nap attacks were a thing, Garfield has it. Often throughout, Garfield's weight has been mocked by the electronic scale which he uses to weigh himself, but he'd react to it with either a saucy comment or a comeback. Garfield once said, "I can't sleep because my brain won't stop talking to itself," which is accurate since he communicates through thought bubbles. While his TV adventures range from laid-back to off-the-wall hilarious sarcasm typically ensues whenever Garfield is at the center stage, which is pretty much where he belongs. For a cat, Garfield has a high mentality to the point of an average human. Garfield is one cat with catitude. He isn't involved in much except lasagna, napping, lasagna, teasing the dog. Oh, and did we mention lasagna? There's always something magical about watching cartoon cats in action. Perhaps because we're seeing what all cats could be if not constricted by the bounds of reality. Even real cats are catastic creatures, able to do unbelievable things for sure. Well, there you have it, top 10 popular cartoon cats. If you had fun today, hit that like button and let us know in the comments if any of your favorite cartoon cats made it to this list. If you're a cat lover, subscribe to Furry Feline Facts, a perfect catalog of cat stats. See you next time.